Hi, I'm Mrs. S from Steps to Success Maths. In this video, we're working through the GCSE higher topic, Completing the Square. We're going to start with the easiest questions and work through to the hardest. Write x squared plus 10x plus 14 in the form x plus a squared plus b, where a and b are constants. Okay, so to complete the square, you take a look at the first two parts, the x squared and the x term, and we're going to put it into a bracket like this, something plus something squared. And the way we work that out is we just halve this x term. So we're going to have x plus 5 squared. Now if you work that out, it's x plus 5 times x plus 5. If you need to, you can use a table. So you've got x squared, 5x, 5x and 25. So far we've got x squared plus 10x plus 25. And now if you compare this to what we want, it's all the same apart from the last part. It's plus 14 we want and plus 25 we've got. So we need to take away 11. So to complete the square, we've got x plus 5 squared, take away 11. Here's the next question. Write x squared minus 8x plus 20 in the same form as before. So we're completing the square. So using the bracket x, then something and squared. So we're going to halve this x term, so half of negative 8 is negative 4. Now we're going to multiply it out to see what we would get. So x take away 4 times x take away 4. So you've got x squared minus 4x plus 16. So that's x squared minus 8x plus 16. And we actually want the last term to be plus 20, so we're going to need to add on an extra 4. X minus 4 all squared plus 4. X squared plus 6x plus b is the same as, equivalent to, x plus a all squared plus 21. So you should recognise that this right-hand side shows the completing the square form. So we're just going to go through the steps that we would take to complete the square. So you've got your x squared plus 6x. So you're going to halve that second term to find out what goes inside your bracket. X plus 3 squared. And then if you multiply that out, you're going to have x plus 3 times x plus 3. So x squared, 3x, 3x and plus 9. So x squared plus 6x plus 9. And you know from the right hand side that that answer plus 21 must give us this left hand side. So we've got the x squared and we've got the plus 6x. Then we need to add 21 to what we've got. So 9 plus 21 is 30. So b must be 30. A is 3, the part inside the bracket, and b is 30. Use completing the square to solve x squared minus 8x minus 1 is equal to 0. Give your answer in third form. So the difference with this one is we're actually going to solve it. So let's start in the same way. We're going to have x and then halve the x term, so minus 4 and squared. So let's multiply that out. We've got x squared minus 4x plus 16. You can use a table if you want to. Tidy that up. X squared minus 8x plus 16. Compare it. So we'll need to take away 17 to get to the minus 1. So our completed square form is x minus 4 squared, take away 17. And we know that that's equal to 0. So if we just rearrange this to solve it, so x minus 4 squared, add 17 to both sides, we've got x minus 4 squared is equal to 17. Then we need to square root. So x minus 4 is equal to the square root of 17. Now this step is really important. Remember, when you square root a number, you can have a positive or a negative answer. So make sure you put that in there. And now we need to add 4. So x equals 4 plus or minus the square root of 17. It's usually written with the number part first and the cert part second. So our two answers are x equals 4 plus root 17 and 4 minus root 17. Use completing the square to find the minimum point on the curve y equals x squared plus 12x plus 40. So we're going to start by completing the square. So x plus and half of 12 is 6 and squared. So x plus 6 squared. X squared plus 6x plus 6x plus 36. Tidy it up. X squared plus 12x plus 36, and we want it to be 40, so we need to add 4. So completed form is y equals x plus 6 squared plus 4. Now, the minimum point on this curve is the lowest point. So to get the lowest point, we need this bracket to be the smallest possible. Now, because it's squared, the smallest possible answer we could get is 0. So what will the value of x be that makes this 0? It's when x is negative 6. And when x is negative 6 and this bracket is 0, y is equal to 4. So the minimum point is minus 6, 4. Write 3x squared plus 42x plus 97 in the form a bracket x plus b squared plus c, where a, b and c are integers. Okay, so this is completing the square, but we're going to start by taking out a factor. Now look at the form it wants it given in. We're not interested in the plus c at the end, so we can ignore plus 97 to start with. So we want a factor to take out. And looking at the form, it's a bracket x plus b all squared. So if we take out 3, it's going to start to look right. 3 bracket x squared plus, if we divide 42 by 3, we get 14. So that's 14x. And I'm just going to ignore the 97 at the moment and work on this bit. So now I want 3 bracket, and then I'm going to complete the square on this section here. So half of 14 is 7. X plus 7 squared. So if I work that out, I've got 3 bracket x squared plus 7x plus 7x plus 49. Tidy it up. 3 bracket x squared plus 14x plus 49. Multiply it through by 3. 3x squared, that's what I want, plus 42x, that's what I want. And then 3 times 49, which is 147. So I've got this 147 on the end, and I actually want it to be 97. So I need to subtract 50. So what my completed square form looks like, 3 bracket x plus 7 squared subtract 50. Now I want to write down my minimum point. So the coordinates of the turning point or the minimum point. So when does this first bit, 3 bracket x plus 7 squared equals 0? Well, when x is negative 7. And then we've got the y coordinate is 50. So the coordinate is negative 7, comma, negative 50. So that you can keep practicing this skill, I've linked a free worksheet with worked solutions. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm covering the whole of GCSE Maths. That way you won't miss out on any of my videos.